Hello guys, it's Sam here with Investing with Sam. Today I'm going to be doing another video on HIMS and HERS. I'm going to go into a bit more detail with the company. In the last video, I just done a comparison between the revenues of HIMS and where Teledoc's revenues were in 2015 and compared the two companies on basically just explaining um, how I personally think HIMS could get to where Teledoc's at right now with their market cap and how much money they're getting through their revenue streams and stuff like that. But today I'm just going to go in a bit more detail with HIMS and HERS, the actual platform itself. I'm going to talk about my actual own position in HIMS. I'm going to talk about the performance of the week, performance of the stock within the last week. I'm going to show you HIMS and HERS websites, their services that they provide. Going to go through their social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter. And then obviously I'm just going to go through their earnings for 2019, comparing the 2019 earnings to 2020 earnings. And then I'm going to show you the 2021 projections that they have for their revenue. And then I'm just going to compare HIMS and Teladoc again. I've done that in my last video I have, but I'm just going to go through that again. And then I'm going to do a bit of an insight with the CEO of HIMS, the founder, Andrew Doddam. And then last of all, I'm just going to give you my thoughts on HIMS, what I think is going to happen with the stock, where I think HIMS will be in the future if everything goes according to plan. So yeah, first of all, I'll just go through my position in HIMS. So obviously this is on my phone right now, so you can't see it, but I own 892 shares. I'm down 15% at the moment with an average price of $12.91. Within the last week, I mean on Friday, last Friday, 16th of April, we were at $12.75, and then on Tuesday we had a massive drop in the market. We hit lows of $9.88, and I was actually buying a couple shares here. I was around these type of prices, not a lot. But yeah, obviously since then we hit the lows of $9.88. We've had a slow upwards trend. I don't know if we can sustain that, depending on, the market right now is very complicated with everything that's going on. So yeah, but yeah, I did grab a couple shares here, which has allowed me to get my average price down to $12.91. So yeah, that's that. So right now, I'm going to show you the HIMS and HERS platform. So HIMS is obviously for men, the HERS platform is obviously for women. They're pretty similar, to be fair to you. There's just a couple differences, with what they do. But first of all, I'll just go through the HIMS stuff. So they obviously have hair products, stuff to do with hair loss, hair care. They also have sexual health stuff, so erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, sexual health, herpes, COVID-19 stuff, so COVID-19 tests. They also have skincare stuff, anti-aging creams, acne, and fragrances. They also have primary care stuff, so that's pretty much what Teladoc does. So, if you don't feel well or anything like that, you could just possibly, call up, do a video call with the HIMS platform with one of their doctors, and obviously they'll ask you a couple of questions, and then you tell them whatever illness or flu you have or whatever, and they could possibly prescribe you with the medication you need, or put you in for an appointment at an actual doctor's. But yeah, I believe this primary care platform that they have is only available in some states in America. It's not available in the UK, and I don't believe it's available in Europe at the moment either. But yeah, that is something to take into consideration. Now, they also have mental health stuff, so performance anxiety, mental health, and some other stuff here. So they also have a support group, so online or anonymous, individual therapy, and yeah, so that's obviously something they also provide. And they also provide supplements, so sleeping tea, calming tea, vitamins, and protein powders. Now, with the HERS platform is pretty much the same. I mean, they have the hair stuff, the sexual health stuff, the COVID-19 test, the skincare stuff, primary care, which is obviously the same as what HIMS provides, mental health stuff, and then supplements. So them two are pretty much the same. Now, my thoughts on HIMS. Why I think HIMS will possibly be better than Teladoc. One, because it has more of a core brand to it. You go on their website, you can understand what's going on, um, you know, and I don't know how to explain this, but if you was to put a Walgreens Boots and mix it with Teladoc, I believe that you would have Hims and Hers. Um, yeah, it just seems like them two put together would be what Hims and Hers is. Um, so yeah. Now, first of all, I'm just going to show you um, their social media stuff. First of all, I'll just show you Instagram. So on Instagram, they have 104k followers, which is obviously a lot. Now on their platform, they basically just um, do a couple memes and stuff like that. Obviously promote some of their products, which is great. Very simple stuff like that. You know, with them having 104k followers, it gives them a platform um, to market themselves, advertise, promote their products and stuff like that. Now they are available on Twitter. On Twitter, they don't have as many followers. Don't know why that is. They're on TikTok and on Facebook. So obviously, each different social media they have, the way they advertise themselves or promote their products and stuff like that may be different depending on which social media platform they use. So I don't know. But yeah. So right now, I'll just go through the 2019 revenue compared to 2020, their net loss results for 2019 compared to 2020, and their gross margin results. So I ain't gonna go through the quarter to quarter stuff. I'll just go through the full year results. So revenue for the full year 2020 was 148.8 million compared to 82.6 million for the full year of 2019, which is an 80% year-over-year growth. Year-over-year growth, which is great. They're growing their revenue and stuff like that, which is great. Their net loss was 18.1 million for the full year of 2020 compared to 72.1 million for the full year of 2019. Now that's good. That's great. A lot of companies you see nowadays, they grow their revenue, but they can't seem to get their net loss down, which obviously HIMS has done, which is great, to 18.1 million compared to in 2019, which was 72.1 million. That's great. As long as they can keep on doing that, that's great. And obviously, because of this, their gross margin has increased. Their gross margin was 74% for the full year of 2020 compared to a 54% for the full year of 2019. Great, more profit and stuff like that. So that was the results compared to 2019 to 2020. Now, obviously, we have 2021 projections, which I'll show you here. So it says here revenue to be in the range. Oh, this is for the first quarter of 2021. We expect revenue to be in the range of 48 million to 50 million. So that's what they're expecting. So when we get the first quarter results for 2021, we expect it to be in this range. If it's not in that range, it would be pretty concerning. But yeah, obviously when they release their revenue stuff and their earnings and stuff like that, I'll probably do a video there and then going through that. But yeah, for the full year of 2021, this is what they expect. So they expect a range of 195 million to 205 million in revenue. So that's more than it was not more than double, but it would be good to see that. That's what they're expecting anyway. So yeah, right now I'm gonna go through the Teladoc comparison to HIMS. So Teladoc in 2013, they were getting a 20 mil in revenue. 2014, 44 million in revenue. 2015, 77 million. Now this is where it gets interesting here. If you look at 2016, they were getting 123 million in revenue, which obviously, if you look, where is it? Here. Now I just gone through this obviously, but in 2020, they got revenue of 148.8 million. So if you compare 148.8 million to where Teladoc was at in 2016, 123, that's quite considerable numbers. They're very similar numbers, 123 million to 148 billion. So if we can have the same growth trajectory as what Teladoc has had since 2016, I mean, from 2016 they went to 233 million. 480 million, 553 million, and then obviously 1 billion. I don't even know how to read that number out, but yeah. You know, if we can get to that them same type of projections, we could obviously be seeing a massive growth in their market cap, revenue, and obviously in their stock price. So yeah, that would be great for the company if they can just keep on growing. So all I can keep on saying is, as long as they keep growing their revenue, getting their net losses down, and having gross margin increases, that's obviously great for HIMS. Now, Clover is another company that's in the health sector. I don't know too much about them, but I'm just going to go through their market cap. Their market cap is 3.45 billion compared to HIMS, which is 2.1 billion. You know, I don't know too much about Clover, but I know they are another health company. I don't know too much about them, so if you do know about them, let me know a bit more down in the comments if you do. If you do own shares in them and you know a bit about them. But I've been on their website and there's nothing really interesting about them. I mean, they do get good revenue numbers. Where is it? Yeah, total revenue for 2020 was 672 million, which is obviously more than what HIMS is getting at the moment. So, you know, obviously, you know, decent revenue numbers. Now, last of all, I'm just going to talk about the CEO, Andrew Doddam. Now, this guy, he's a founder of HIMS. He actually does there's actually quite a few videos of him being interviewed on YouTube if you want to go check them out. If you just type in Andrew Doddam, HIMS and Hers interview, there's loads of interviews he does with YouTubers talking about, you know, the company, where he sees them being going from here, the future market cap, and where he thinks what they can get, stuff like that. And yeah, a very great guy. And I would say I'm actually going to put a link in the video. There's a Yahoo Finance video on YouTube, and it's basically just a guy on there interviewing him, talking about the revenue for 2020, the full year revenue, and he just basically talks about it and where he sees the company going from here and stuff like that. But yeah, my thoughts on the actual company itself. Now, I think HIMS right now is, you know, a bit undervalued. I think if you could grab shares, I wouldn't say undervalued, I'd say fairly valued. If you can grab shares under $12, I'd say you get them at a fair value. But yeah, that's just a little snippet video on HIMS. I went into a bit more detail on what they do, stuff like that, compared to my last video. But other than that, guys, let me know what you guys think on HIMS. If you think it's at a fair value right now, do you own shares in them? Are you looking to own shares in them? But yeah, other than that, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to go watch my last video on HIMS, that'll be much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, peace.